Today's Wednesday, it's the 13th of September 2023, and I thought I'd bring you a bit of an update of the news for Mallorca. Headlines in the Spanish paper is about flight delays. Apparently 35% of Balearic flights have been delayed. Principally, a lot of those have been in Mallorca. And it's the second highest delays in the whole of Spain. The only place beating that is Murcia. Probably the big factor is just the huge number of flights that are actually coming into the island, and it doesn't look as though it's going to be getting any better very much soon. So we had apparently over 4 million tourists just in the Palma airport, and June and July were also record months. The 4,371,000 wasn't actually a record, but it was pretty close to it, and so lots of passengers, possible delays. Another big item in the Spanish press is about the cost of living. We see these cost of living figures saying that the cost of living is only 4%, 5%. But what they fail to take into consideration, the basic necessities, the things that people rely on to live. And once you take those in, then the cost of living is much more expensive. And one of the things that affects just about everybody in the Baleares is olive oil. Olive oil is a basic for many people's diets over here, and that's now gone up to around about 10 euros a litre. It's almost doubled in price, and is being referred to as liquid gold. But it's not the only thing. Things like sugar has gone up something like nearly 40%, and so have basics like potatoes. So families are actually feeling it, because it's the basic necessities that are being affected most by this. We've had some heavy rain in the past 2-3 weeks now. We've had storms, we've had winds, and we've had some quite heavy rains, and it's not going to stop soon. So it looks as though we've got more rain on the way, and at the moment we're predicting around 40 litres of rain per square metre in some places. Well, bad news for the holidaymakers. Good news for the reserves of water though. They're up about 5% on last August, and we've got about 51% full reservoirs. One of the things I cover a lot in the when I'm walking around is graffiti. We seem to be plagued with graffiti everywhere we go on the island. And I have said in the past that Palma in particular, I've got a fly that's irritating me here. Palma in particular has decided that they're going to take this on and they're going to deal with the situation. So the minister in charge was photographed outside one of the big markets in Palma, where the workers were already painting out the vandalism that's been caused on the walls there. The other things that they're going to do is they're going to increase the fines from 750 euros to 3,500 euros. Of course, you've got to find somebody to do that. You've got to actually catch them, and they've promised that the cleaning will happen fairly rapidly. So this is Palma. It doesn't apply to anywhere else in the islands. So in Palma, they're saying if you report some graffiti, and it's new graffiti, it's not old graffiti that they're talking about here, new graffiti will be removed within 24 to 72 hours. And I think that's the answer. Get rid of the graffiti quickly so that the people who are doing it will feel it's a complete waste of time. They say that in July and August they've actually removed 1,100 different pieces of graffiti. So that's really quite good. If you're planning to visit Formentor, that's the island, sorry, not the island, it's the lighthouse in the north of the island, then be careful, because if you drive there between 10 AM and 10:30 PM, then you'll get a fine, and it's an automatic fine, so there's no way out of it. So that will go on until the end of September, and then you'll be able to drive there. If you want to go to the lighthouse, and it's a beautiful drive, the best way to do it is actually by bus. There's a shuttle bus that leaves Alcudia every 20-30 minutes, and it's only going to cost you a few euros. It does stop at the lookout point, goes all the way to the the lighthouse, and then you can get the bus back, and that way you will avoid the fines. Real Mallorca football, we've had no football this weekend, well, not Real Mallorca football, there's been an international break, so next match is Saturday when we're playing Celta Vigo, and that's an away match, so we're going to have to watch that down in a bar somewhere. And the following match, the following weekend on the 16th, is also away, that's Girona, and so more time in the bar. The first home match is actually on the 26th, and it's a midweek match, it's on a Tuesday evening, and that's the Barcelona match, so that's a really big match, and that will be at Son Moix, so I'm sure it's going to be packed for that. Tickets are on sale, ranging from about 150, 160 euros, right up to 450 euros. Wow, that's a lot of money. Well, we'll be going, or I'll be going. Anita won't be going, she's going to be in England at the time, so I'll be going with Adam, our son. And just to finish off with some more news about the weather, it's not looking so good. For the next whole week really, pretty much possibility of rain or storm almost every day. It'll be isolated rain, it'll be isolated storms. There's supposed to be one today, but it's looking pretty okay today. And one of the things that the rain's brought is more flies. You can see me trying to beat the flies off, and I'm not having much success. Flies and mosquitoes on the increase because there's a lot more humidity. And just one last thing, yesterday we had a lovely time with Shauna and the family. Some of you will have heard me talk about Shauna as we passed through Palmanova. We go past the Santa Lucia Hotel. Well, we went to join them yesterday for a birthday dinner for Shauna, and we had a lovely time with all the family, and had a lovely meal too. That was at CISO's, and thanks very much for inviting us along there. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye for now.